UNCW women's basketball makes its second trip to the Richmond area for the 2015-2016 season. And unfortunately for the Seahawks, an identical result as VCU surges in the second half to earn a 58-45 win at the Siegel Center. Joined now by the head coach of the Seahawks, Adell Harris. And coach, that first half was back and forth, but the third quarter where VCU breaks away and holds the Seahawks without a field goal for nearly 6.5 minutes, that seemed to be the defining point of the game. Give us your assessment of the Seahawks' performance.
Yeah, I thought coming out of the locker room, if we could have gotten that first offensive possession, we had something drawn up. We couldn't execute it, give them credit. They were super aggressive on that play, not letting the ball in, making it tough for us to just pass and catch. And then we had a lot of unforced turnovers, I thought. Just, lack of mental focus. And we got to be a really, really mentally tough team with the amount of minutes kids have to play. They got to stay locked in for an extended period of time. And I think in that third quarter, too long of a lull.
The pressure defense of VCU has been stellar all season, and it was on showcase again tonight where they forced 19 turnovers by the Seahawks. What is it about the VCU defense that makes them so difficult to get across the midline?
Well, I think they're long and athletic in a lot of different positions, from the point to the five. But I thought breaking the pressure was not as difficult as after you break it, then what are you doing? And a lot of times that's what pressure defense does. You concern yourself so much with getting it in and getting it across. And then, now what? And so I think in that point of time where it's now what, we don't have a kid who can just create their own shot. That hurts us. And then we're not able to get a second and a third shot. So it puts a lot of pressure on that first decision we make crossing half court. Thought Jasmine still did a decent job a lot of the times being aggressive versus it. But for the most part, we struggled.
Jasmine Cole with another double-digit scoring effort, averaging nearly 15 points a game in her last 3 outings, and she's really starting to find her stroke. What was it about her performance tonight that made it work for her?
Several highlights I'm going to take from the game was her overall commitment, defensively and offensively, trying to make smart decisions. Attitude was great, played like a senior. We haven't had that from her. She kind of showed glimpses of it last weekend, but that's definitely something we're going to need for the rest of the year. And I'm happy she showed it here on the road. She fought today for the entire amount of minutes she played. She fought and competed on both ends. And then Jasmine Steele, she hasn't really given us anything for the most part. I thought she gave us something today. Not perfect basketball, but was very aggressive, tried to get in the paint, tried to create shots for her teammates. So we took some good things from it, from players who have not been consistent. Amber Reeves and Nakaya T got to be good for us, and they weren't. And we just don't have a lot of room for error in that regards.
You have an 11-day break now to take care of final exams before hitting the road again to face Norfolk State. Give us a glimpse as to what might be going on over those next 11 days, including the final exams.
Yeah, we'll rest and try to get people healed up. We got, kids playing with some sore bodies and mentally fatigued minds. So we'll let them rest and we'll get them away from basketball to really lock in on academics. Try to get this 3.2 cumulative GPA for the semester. That is our goal. So we'll have a lot of rest in the next 5 days. I think I'll give them 3 of the next 5 days off for just treatment, rest, and academics. And then we'll get back on it aggressively next Tuesday or so to get ready for that Norfolk State and Stetson and very, very tough week. I think we got 4 games in 6 days or something stupid like that. So we'll start changing gears to that towards the middle of next week.
UNCW travels to Norfolk State on December the 13th, hoping to get back to the 500 mark. Coach, thanks for the time.
Yeah, thank you, Eric.